Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Power. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright? Now look, so for this one, you know, this video is gonna be done by a request. You know what I'm saying? From Black Wolf 6399. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Alright, so like I said, this video by request from him. I posted a picture of my homie AntDud, right? And I put a little description up about how he hung himself, you know what I'm saying, after I got out of prison. So, Blake Wolf, he asked me, to do a video about it. So here we go. All right, so I gotta start from the top. So my man's AntDud, he was one of the OGs from the block. You know what I'm saying? Him and his boys was the generation before me and mines. You know what I'm saying? So they was already running the block before we even started coming outside for real. With the generation that he a part of, I told y'all about John Brown. I told y'all John Brown was one of my OGs from the block too. But now he a singer. He live out in Cali now and he's singing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy how life go. But AntDud and John Brown, they were part of the same generation, so they hung out with the same guys on the block at their time, things like that. Well, as time went on, them the OGs from the block, right? So they came up doing everything together. You know what I'm saying? They was thugging like that. They was doing their thing. Well, we got older. One of the OGs from the block, he ended up getting laced up. You know what I'm saying? He ended up smoking a lace blunt. It fucked him up. He was one of the guys. You know what I'm saying? Another one of the guys, he fell off. You know what I'm saying? It was like the OGs, they started breaking apart. You know what I'm saying? Some of the other ones, they had their money right, whatever. Them niggas just dipped, and stopped fucking with niggas. So, AntDud, he was like one of the guys, one of the OGs off the block that was still left. So when everybody else left the block, AntDud was still the only one that was still on the block. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, AntDud got left behind. You know what I'm saying? He basically turned into a bigger nigga. You know what I'm saying? A bigger hood nigga, basically. You know what I'm saying? So now it's our time to shine, So now we running the block, and he still on the block with us. You know what I'm saying? So he our OG over us. He still on the block with us, and all of the OGs of his time, all of them gone. You know what I'm saying? They good and gone. You feel me? Like I said, it was still one of the guys. He was still on the block because he got laced up. So he still was staying at home with, moms and dad. They was taking care of him, but he got laced up. So he was the only one of their generation that was still there. Everybody else got off the block. You know what I'm saying? So my man's that got laced up, his name was E. You know what I'm saying? He's still on the block to this day. You know what I'm saying? E got laced up, you know what I'm saying? And Dud was still on the block with us, with the youngins. So, AntDud rolling with us, you know what I'm saying? We don't got nothing but respect for him, because he one of the OGs. We know the work he put in, the things he did for the block, all that. You know what I'm saying? So he was just one of the OGs. And he was big GD. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was heavy on that shit. And this what I was saying, like, everybody from my block on back to Evergreen. You know what I'm saying? Like going eastbound of my neighborhood from my block back to Evergreen. All of us was GDs and Crips. You know what I'm saying? Even my big homies from the block. One of the guys I'm talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? When I mentioned Beezy, you know what I'm saying? Big GD. You know what I'm saying? And we all the same blocks. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. So We've been on that shit forever. You know what I'm saying? And our OG that was rolling with us, he was big GD. You know what I'm saying? He was showing us handshakes, literature, all type of shit. You feel me? So we was learning a lot from bro. You know what I'm saying? And he was rolling with us. And he had them hands, you know what I'm saying? Like whoop ass like this, beat ass. You know what I'm saying? Like we never had a problem when we was out with him because other OGs knew about him. You know what I'm saying? So it was always love, even when we went out with AntDud. Like AntDud was known. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, he was known, and he was our OG on the block with us. You know what I'm saying? So we spent a lot of time with AntDud. You know what I'm saying? And some shit happened at his crib, you know what I'm saying? And he basically moved in with the guys, you know what I'm saying, with the younger guys under me and my generation, you know what I'm saying, our little homies, you know. They had a cool ass mom named Tawana, rest in peace, Tawana, but they had a cool mama, and we was all rocking together real tough, and Dud and Tawana got real cool, and when this shit happened with his house, Tawana let him move in. So he was still on the block with us, you know what I'm saying, in the crib with the little homies and all of that, you know what I'm saying? So we spent every day with AntDud, you know what I'm saying? Like literally. And he was a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? So we kept him on the block, you know what I'm saying? Everything was all love, all of that. He went out to the club with us, you know what I'm saying? All of that shit. Like, and he was the OG, you know what I'm saying? Point I'm getting at is he got left behind. You know what I'm saying? So gonna fast forward the tape now, I'm just saying that was the 2010 days, the last time when I was really out there with him, And that's when I posted that picture of him on my post, in between me and my little homie Whip. You know what I'm saying? That was in front of the little homie house. They was cripping. Like I said, the little homies under us on the block, they was cripping. And then you had the guys on Trinity that was the Playboy Gangster Crips. You know what I'm saying? All of them, we all cripped out from basically Trinity to Evergreen. You know what I'm saying? GDs and Crips. So that's what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And man, Dub was repping that shit hard. He was eight balling with us, GDs with the Crips. We all was on that. You know what I'm saying? Like we had a good time. So when he wanted to take that picture in between our whips, we snapped the picture. Boom. And that was back in 2010. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's fast forward the tape. I done went to prison. Boom. Now I'm out. It's 2015. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I was only out for 1 month and hung himself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even got to meet up with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm still just getting settled. Like, I just came on from a 4-year beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even got to go meet bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't seen him in like damn near 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Man, he hung himself, man, out of nowhere. On the block too, one of the cribs on the block. Um, when they found him hung, uh, they said he left a note. Some people were saying he left a note, and they were saying in the note he left. The reason why he hung himself was because his girlfriend was breaking up with him, and he couldn't handle it no more. So he just took himself out. But then the OGs from the block, you know what I'm saying, that grew up with him and his generation, they said that he was just depressed. You know what I'm saying? That he wouldn't level up. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't make it off the block. You know what I'm saying? And then our generation, you know what I'm saying, we grew up and we got off the block. and Dud was still on the block. You know what I'm saying? Even after all of us was gone, he was still on the block. You know what I'm saying? So our big homie said, you know, he just wouldn't level up. He couldn't level up. You know what I'm saying? So they said that's why he took himself out. You know what I'm saying? So it's two sides to every story. It just shocked the hell out of me because I wasn't expecting that out of him at all. Either way, if he was just depressed because he wasn't up leveling up in life, or if it was about a girl, either or, I still don't understand either side because that's not what I know out of him. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like he reached out to the guys, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know if he reached out, to his generation, but our generation, he didn't reach out to us. You know what I'm saying? So it was just totally unexpected, I wasn't expecting that for nothing, but that's what he did, and that's the last memory I got of him, of that picture that I posted of him in between me and Lil Devin Whip. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was happy as hell to see us doing good, and that's what I know out of him. He wasn't never no hater or none of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when we grew up and we started clowning, he was still with us every day, all day, in the whips with us. We let him drive our whips. Like, we all was driving each other cars, you know what I'm saying? So that wasn't no problem. It wasn't nothing, for one of the guys' whips to pull up on you and you jump in the whip and it ain't the guy whip. The guy that bought the car, it ain't even him driving. It was one of the other guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing for that shit to happen. That shit happen all the time, So Dub was driving our whips and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Was never on no hating shit, nothing. So I real like don't understand where that came from, Like, bro wasn't like that at all. But at the end of the day, the day got to end, I guess. So what's the lesson out of this, Mr. Roll Up? Shit, if you really going through, like a mental illness, you know what I'm saying? Like, step up and say something to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because what you going through is a temporary feeling. You know what I'm saying? Life is hard, but once you get through the hard part, it started getting easier. You know what I'm saying? So don't give up on yourself. That's the lesson. You know, don't give up on yourself. Seek some help. You know what I'm saying? Because within due time, that feeling that you feeling right now is gonna come and it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But if you work through it, you gonna succeed from it. It's been another episode of Roll Up a Pour Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.